Hello and welcome live at the Zero Project Conference 2025 on Inclusive Employment and ICT. Live at the Vienna International Center. My name is Anna and I'm working with the Zero Project team, and I'm extremely excited to start the Fireside channel of this year's conference, and also to welcome our very close cooperation partner, the Vienna Business Agency. So we've been working together now since 4 years with you, and so this year we have the 4th edition of the Discover Vienna Zero Barriers program. Florian will tell us more in a bit about the details of how the Vienna Business Agency is organizing these Discover Vienna programs. With the Zero Project, we have together already welcomed more than 30 startups from more than 20 countries in these last 4 years. And to give you also an idea about how global this program is, we have had participants from Canada, Kenya, Pakistan, India, so really from very many different countries. So I guess everyone would like to know how to apply and what the Discover Vienna program is about. So Florian, perhaps you could introduce yourself and then tell us a little bit more about this program.
Thank you, Anna. Also, welcome from my side. I'm Florian from Vienna Business Agency. I'm working in the Startup Service Department, which means that we are supporting local and international startups to get your first steps into the Viennese innovation ecosystem. So the Vienna Business Agency is the promotion and innovation agency for the city of Vienna, and we promote the local economic system through consulting, through funding, through events and workshops, networking, and also through the Discover Vienna program, which is a short-term program for international startups to come to Vienna, get to know city stakeholders, get to know industry leaders in the specific field. And as Anna already said, we are collaborating also with Zero Project through the Discover Vienna program to invite international startups on inclusive employment and ICT to present themselves at the conference, but also to get their first steps and a first glimpse into what has Vienna to offer in this industry of inclusive business, let's say. The Discover Vienna program. So far, we are implementing it since 2018, and so far we had about 13 programs. 30, sorry. With about 250 participants all over the globe. You already mentioned that we had how many again? Like 30 participants for the Zero Project conference, and yeah, all over, we had 250 participants for the Discover Vienna program.
Thanks a lot for this summary of this Discover Vienna programs. And as I mentioned in the beginning, Silvia, we are working together now very closely and successfully since 4 years. So can you give us 1 or 2 examples of success stories during these programs?
Yes, thank you. I'm very happy that we have really very cool success stories in the meanwhile. For example, 2 of this year's awardees of the Zero Project Conference were here participants within our Discover Vienna program last year. One of it is, for example, LoHo Learning. We learned about the conference and they came into contact with the Discover Vienna call somehow. And they applied for the Discover Vienna call, were selected by us, and we had really very good talks also with colleagues from Kenia. For example, we met here and we worked closely together also in Kenia back home. And this year we are one of the awardees. The other one is Trestle Labs from India, who came by our very good partners in stakeholders in Vienna, Access Austria. We work closely together also with them, all of us. And they came via Access Austria to the Discover Vienna program. Also the Better Mobility Accelerator always promotes our program via social media and so on.
Thanks a lot. Florian, I think would be interesting for our audience at home, but of course also here at the conference. If you are a Discover Vienna participant, is there a kind of follow-up program, or is there anything that if you're here in a week in Vienna, it's also a short period of time, and as you said, it's really it's a way to start engaging and to start building up your contacts here and also getting in touch with the ecosystem in Vienna. Can you offer, or what can Discover Vienna participants apply for afterwards?
Thank you. So how it usually works, we have throughout the year we have about 5 to 6 calls open on certain topics. We do this through an online application platform that we also publish through our website, viennabusinessagency.at, where you find all the information on upcoming calls. And the next call is during Vienna Up. Vienna Up is the startup festival that we host as Vienna Business Agency through also Vienna.business, the international brand that we launched recently, where we invite all the innovation ecosystem and startup ecosystem from Vienna to present themselves, but also to collaborate and foster the local innovation ecosystem and work together internationally to foster this innovation capacities within Europe from Vienna to the world, so to speak. And the next Discover Vienna will be during Vienna Up, not related to a specific industry, but open to all startups that are beyond the prototyping stage, already launched in their domestic markets, have some first clients, and are eager to learn more about Vienna, the opportunities in Vienna, get to know stakeholders here, and so on. So the application deadline is the 16th of March, so it's next week Sunday. And afterwards, we will decide on who will be able to come to Vienna, and we host them. We give financial and organizational support for Vienna Up, which is between the 8th and 16th of May here in Vienna.
Thanks a lot. So I would encourage every startup who is a good fit to apply for this program. So we have been also at these events, and especially the Vienna Up is a really very nice event to attend in Vienna. Silvia, would you like to add a little bit more about the ecosystem in Vienna that you are giving access to all the participants of the Discover Vienna programs?
Thank you, Anna. A huge part of my work within the technology services in Vienna Business Agency is assistive technologies and social innovation as the themes I'm working with. And I'm giving advice to Viennese companies usually. But in this cooperation with Zero Project, we work together also within Vienna Business Agency closely. And so we have this perfect fit of the Discover Vienna program, and our work foster the networking between companies, research organizations, and organizations for pilot projects, for example, and for testing. And one of these organizations is Access Austria, the so-called Hilfsgemeinschaft der Blinden und Sehschwachen Österreichs. They also have a kind of incubator, accelerator for innovative international technologies. And usually when we have startups here, the international startups, I try to connect them with Access Austria and also with many, many other stakeholders in Vienna, where sometimes the startups ask us for contacts to banks, for example, and to telecom sector. And in each of these companies, we have our contacts regarding disability inclusion issues and so on.
Thanks a lot. So, and also your program at the conference doesn't stop after this fireside chat, but there's still an event coming up. Would you like to tell a bit about what your session is about for everyone who is here in Vienna, but also for everyone who is watching us online? All sessions will be available afterwards on demand on YouTube. So perhaps you would like to give some details.
Sure, thank you. So we will have a pitching session actually from the startups that we invited to join the conference today at 1 p.m. There the startups will pitch their ideas, and also the audience has the opportunity to ask questions regarding the technologies that the startups bring. What we have on board this time is, for example, bionics. They do prosthetics and limbs for arms and legs, for example, very cost efficient and in a more innovative way out of Pakistan, which is very interesting. But we also have Sensory All that also have not only a booth but also a quiet room here at the conference, which produce quiet rooms for people with neurodivergence, neurodiverse people, and they're also going to present there. So everybody who is here also listening to the session, you're very warmly invited to join the pitching session at 1 p.m. And also engage with the startups afterwards.
Thanks a lot. Yes, I would encourage you to go to this pitching session, which is in room M3. And also on the ground floor, you will find a space that is dedicated to our Discover Vienna Zero Barriers participants, a booth of the Vienna Business Agency, if you would like to engage and get to know more about the programs that are offered. And also all the participants will have a booth there, so you can, as Florian said, engage with them. And also I use this opportunity to promote our quiet room here that is on the ground floor as well, and as Florian said, equipped by Sensory All, an Indian startup who is also part of the program. Is there anything else you would like to add to today's program, or Silvia?
Thank you. I think I have nothing really to add, but also I want to encourage you to come to our booth of Vienna Business Agency and neighboring booths of the startups, and you can talk to them. And also during the next days there will be, for example, 2 companies which we attracted to open a location in Vienna 1.5 years ago. So you may also talk to them. I can connect you with anybody you like. Just approach me and ask me, and we will see.
Great, thanks a lot. So I think the time is nearly up, but I wanted to use also this opportunity to thank you and in general the Vienna Business Agency for this really great cooperation in the last years, and we are hopeful that we continue this in very long future in the next years, to have still many more Discover Vienna Zero Barriers programs coming up. And yes, I wish everyone here a nice conference. Enjoy the sessions, enjoy the networking. To the audience at home who watch us online, stay tuned. There is a lot of interesting fireside chats coming up the whole day, and I hope you enjoy them. And I say thank you and goodbye from the Zero Project. Goodbye.
Thank you.